Welcome to the 2025 Founders Ceremony. I'd like to invite Joy Levy, Treasurer of our Board of Trustees, to the podium to kick off this afternoon's celebration.
Good afternoon, everyone. As the current Treasurer of the Board of Trustees, I am honored to attend today's Founders Day ceremony to celebrate the accomplishments of outstanding students, faculty, and staff. The awards granted today symbolize the work ethic and dedication of Delaware Valley University's founder, Rabbi Joseph Krauskopf, who over an 8-year period beginning in 1875 earned a high school and a bachelor degree concurrent with rabbinical ordination in Cincinnati, Ohio. Del Val's founder had a credo with 18 beliefs, one of which is very fitting for today, and I quote, "I believe all people should acquire knowledge and foster it, love progress and further it." So on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to recognize today's recipients for their hard work, dedication, and accomplishments, which embody our founder's credo, further the mission of this great university, and pave the way for new generations of students and alumni to pass through the doors of Delaware Valley University. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our president, Dr. Ben Rusolowski.
Thank you, Joy, for joining us today. As president of Del Val, I'd like to join Joy in thanking each of you for being here on this important day. It is a great honor to join you all in celebrating the accomplishments of our outstanding students, faculty, and staff. The recipients of these awards are symbolic of the work ethic and dedication of Del Val's founders, Rabbi Joseph Krauskopf and Dr. James Work. Rabbi Krauskopf was a gifted scholar whose commitment to education and social justice led to the founding of the National Farm School in 1896, based upon a philosophy of science with practice or knowledge by doing, which remains a cornerstone of a Del Val education today. His incredible work ethic and commitment to this institution led to the solid foundation upon which our modern-day university is built. Dr. James Work graduated from Del Val in 1913 and served as our 6th president for 28 years. He led the transformation of the National Farm School to a 4-year college offering a wide array of degree programs while continuing Rabbi Krauskopf's commitment to experiential education. Dr. Work also understood the need for the college to be accredited to gain government funding for building projects, improve recruiting efforts, and just as importantly, to better position our students for acceptance into graduate school. He accomplished the first Middle States accreditation for this institution in 1962. Some say that Rabbi Krauskopf planted the seed for our institution and began its nurturing, while Dr. Work continued that nurturing, transforming its living potential into reality. The hard work, dedication, and achieved outcomes of all the award recipients we recognize here today embody the drive and passion of both our founders in furthering the mission of our great university. This year, we also celebrate 10 years since we became a university with the addition of our doctoral program and a significant expansion of our master's degree programs. The expansion of graduate programs supports our mission of lifelong learning and connects us further with our community and business partners. I would like to thank those we honor today for continuing to pave the way forward for new generations of students and alumni to pass through the doors of Delaware Valley University. I'd also like to thank all of the faculty and staff for their commitment and dedication that you show to all of our students every single day. I appreciate your support of them and also of each other. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Gloria Oikolome, our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will commence the Founders Ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Thank you, Trustee Levy. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank those of you who started the day with us on this Day of Scholarship that now commences with our Founders Ceremony. Our theme for the Day of Scholarship focused on celebrating our scholarship and innovation as a campus community. As I shared this morning, a community in the simplest terms is a group of people connected by shared interests, goals, characteristics, fill in the blank. And as I look around this auditorium, we are not monolithic. In this room alone, we have variation in every aspect imaginable. Yet we are a community, connected at the very least by this institution. Community is a commonplace word. We use it a lot and almost always, and correctly so, as a noun. But I love verbing, and all day long we have been doing community, thoughtfully and intentionally, connected by shared aspirations, goals, and specific elements. Earlier today, we were doing community on the shared desire to learn from one another as our colleagues and peers presented on various topics to enhance how we teach, learn, and work. We did community around the shared goal of seeing our students thrive in their learning and scholarship as we listened with admiration and as they presented their research efforts and results. Now we conclude our day doing community around the shared commitment to recognize the achievement of our students, faculty, and staff. It is my privilege to kick off this presentation of the various awards for this 2025 Founders Day ceremony. We begin by recognizing our university scholars. These are graduating seniors who have achieved the Dean's List for all semesters at Del Val. All semesters. Minimum of 4 semesters, while maintaining an overall GPA of 3.5 or higher. You'll find a list of all the scholars in the digital event program, the 50 of them, and I would ask at this moment that the university scholars in the audience please stand or signify and be recognized. Congratulations to all of you. We are so very proud of you. Please remember to pick up your certificate in the atrium before leaving today. We now move to our Honor Society Awards. And Honor Societies are organizations that recognize students in various fields based on several criteria, including academic excellence, leadership, service, and character. Membership in an Honor Society provides access to numerous benefits, including scholarships and awards, leadership development opportunities for networking and mentorship. We now recognize members of Delaware Valley University's Honor Society. I will provide a brief description of them. Alpha Lambda Delta is a freshman honor society that acknowledges first-year students earning a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher in their first semester. Chi Alpha Sigma recognizes student athletes who participate in a varsity sport, achieve junior academic standing or higher after their 5th full semester, and who maintain a 3.4 cumulative GPA. Delta Alpha Phi is an academic honor society founded to recognize academically high-achieving students with disabilities. The National Agricultural Honor Society of Delta Tau Alpha recognizes the scholarship, leadership, and accomplishments and character development of students in the agricultural sciences. Developed as a leadership honor society for members of Greek organizations, the Order of Omega recognizes juniors and seniors who have demonstrated excellence in scholarship, leadership, and service on and off campus. Pi Alpha Xi recognizes junior and senior students with high scholastic achievement who demonstrate a strong interest in horticulture and maintain a 3.0 cumulative GPA. And lastly, Tau Sigma is a national transfer honor society recognizing transfer students who have achieved a minimum 3.5 GPA during their first semester. I want to invite all the students in the audience who are members of these honor societies to stand or signify and be recognized for your achievements. Congratulations to all our members of our honor societies and those of you in this balcony. I see you as well. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dave Duda, Executive Director of Athletics, to present the Frank Wolfgang Scholar Athlete Awards. Dave?
Afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Gloria. I'm I'm honored to be here today to present the Frank Wolfgang Scholar Athlete Award on behalf of the Athletics Department. This Founders Day Award is the most prestigious honor our department presents each year. It is awarded to 2 senior student athletes who exemplify what it truly means to be a Division III student athlete, living out the division's core values: discover, develop, and dedicate. A Division III student athlete discovers and develops their potential both on and off the field. They dedicate themselves to their teammates, their coaches, their personal growth, and most importantly, to the academic success and life skills that will carry them far beyond college. Qualities such as teamwork, leadership, sportsmanship, community engagement, and social responsibility are what we strive to instill in our student athletes. It is my pleasure, on the behalf of the entire athletic department, to present this year's Frank Wolfgang Scholar Athlete Awards to 2 outstanding individuals. Our first recipient of the Frank Wolfgang Scholarship Award is a standout from our men's basketball team, and I certainly appreciate all of the members of that team being here today to represent your teammate. The representative is Jordan Gomes. Jordan's journey at Delaware Valley began with being recruited to play football, but it was on the basketball court where he truly found his place. Under Coach Seidenberg, then Coach Caba's guidance, he quickly made an impact. During his freshman season, he started 10 games off the bench, and from that point on became a reliable force in the starting lineup, eventually starting 75 games and appearing in 101 throughout his career. This past season, his 5th and final, was especially memorable. Jordan helped lead the team on a thrilling 5-1 run down the stretch, taking down Misericordia in the semifinals and topping Stevens in the finals to capture Del Val's 4th MAC championship. But Jordan's contributions didn't stop at the final buzzer. Last year, he also began working with the Aggie Sports Information Department, where he took photos, kept stats, and was named Del Val's favorite DJ by the softball team. Jordan will graduate with a bachelor's degree in counseling psychology and a master's degree in management and organizational leadership. He plans to be a juvenile system counselor, helping young people find direction and build a better future. Please join me in welcoming Jordan Gomes to the stage to accept the Frank Wolfgang Scholar Athlete Award. Our second recipient is an all-time great from women's soccer, Jess Williamson. From the moment she stepped on the field as an Aggie, Jess has been nothing short of exceptional. She has started every single game of her career, now ranks 2nd in program histories in goals, assists, and total points. She also shares the single game records for most points and goals, both set in a dominant performance against Rosemont College on separate occasions. Her excellence has been recognized year after year. Jess earned all MAC Freedom First Team honors in 22, 23, and 24, and was named to the United Soccer Coaches All-Region 3rd Team in 23. And like Jordan, Jess is a true presence within the athletic department. Whether she's working the ticket booth, managing the lacrosse shot clock, or supporting her fellow athletes, she consistently goes above and beyond for the Del Val community. Jess will graduate with a degree in counseling psychology, and she's not done with soccer just yet. She'll be continuing her playing career with the Lancaster Inferno. Please join me in welcoming Jess Williamson to the stage to accept the Frank Wolfgang Scholar Athlete Award. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Emma Gargiulo, Vice President of Campus Traditions for the Student Government Association, to the podium.
so sorry. Thank you for your patience. Hello, my name is Emma Gargiulo, and I'm the current Vice President of Campus Traditions of Delaware Valley University's Student Government Association. I am honored to present 3 Founders Day Service Awards to some of the people who have served our community. These awards are given annually to members of the community who have made outstanding contributions to the SGA and the student body. One will be given to a member of administration, faculty, and staff. Our first recipient is a member of administration whose work on campus could not be more appreciated. Owen Grady, former head of custodial staff, has worked closely with members of our community to ensure that we have a clean campus to enjoy. Without people like him, our campus would not be nearly as nice as it is. Not to mention, he has fielded plenty of questions from students, including myself, that involve custodial work on campus. These reasons are only part of why the Student Government Association is proud to award him with the SGA Administrative Founders Day Service Award. Unfortunately, he is not here today, but we are happy to accept it on his behalf, and we will make sure he knows he got it. Our second recipient is a member of faculty who has dedicated herself to her students and her department. Marian Callahan is a professor who wears many hats here at Del Val. Not only does she help run our media and communications department, but she also runs the Full 360 blog, which recently won several awards. She has been described by many as being invested in her students and their success, making sure they have what they need to meet their goals, whether this be in a form of equipment or encouraging words. Because of her commitment to her work, I am proud to award her with this year's SGA Faculty Founders Day Service Award. Our third and final recipient is a member of staff here at Delaware Valley University. You may have seen her around the Campus Life Suite. Bailey McDonald is known by many RAs and student workers as someone who helps keep things running on campus. Her work is irreplaceable, and she still manages to find time to offer appreciation for the work that student workers and leaders do on campus. She has filled many shoes this year, and we in SGA are proud to recognize the work she has done by awarding her the SGA Staff Founders Day Service Award. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Okolome back to the podium.
Thank you, Emma. We will now present the Departmental Achievement Awards for the 2 undergraduate schools of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences and Business Arts and Sciences, as well as the Graduate Scholar Award for the School of Graduate and Professional Studies. The Departmental Achievement Award, which are chosen by faculty of each academic department, are given to outstanding seniors with a cumulative GPA of 3.2 or higher who have demonstrated effective leadership, academic success, outstanding engagement on and off campus, and good citizenship during their time at the university. Dr. Brock Sandlin, Dean of Ag, could not attend today's ceremony. Dr. Tanya Casas, Dean of BAS, will announce the Departmental Achievement Award for both schools.
Thank you, Dr. Okolome. It is my pleasure to first recognize the Department Achievement Awards from the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. As your name is called, please come to the stage to accept your award. Agribusiness and Food Science Technology, Hope Stanton. Animal Biotechnology and Conservation, Zachary Underwood. Equine Science and Management, Brooke Wolfinger. Plant Science and Landscape Architecture, Jacqueline Dudley. It is now my pleasure to recognize the Departmental Achievement Awards from the School of Business, Arts, and Sciences. As your name is called, please come to the stage to accept your award. Biology, William Mayer. Business and Information Management, Heaven Sulflo. Chemistry, Kempton Wilcox. Counseling Psychology, Jennifer Harrelson Balasa. English, Zeta Martin. Liberal Arts, Gregory Gipe. We have additional students to recognize for Departmental Achievement Awards who were unable to attend today's ceremony, as they're out in the community exemplifying the qualities that are characteristic of this achievement. I now recognize Sierra Ripka for Animal Science, Chloe Winchester for Criminal Justice, and Sarah Reitnauer for Education. Dr. Joe Paris, Dean of Graduate and Professional Studies, could not be with us today. Danielle Pedrati, Executive Director of Graduate Operations and Student Experience, will present the Graduate School Scholar Award for GPS.
Thank you, Dr. Casas. Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to present the Graduate Scholar Award. The Graduate Scholar Award recognizes a graduating student who demonstrates a commitment and excellence to learning, maintains a 3.75 or higher GPA, excels in the interdisciplinary character of graduate-level work, has the ability to influence and inspire colleagues, has positively represented the program of study and institution, and has shown the potential to make a significant contribution to their field of study or chosen profession. It is my honor and privilege to present this year's Graduate Scholar Award to a truly exceptional graduate, Dr. Michelle Myrna Burkholder. And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Wasilowski back to the stage.
Thank you, Danielle. I'm pleased to have the opportunity to present the Champion of Diversity and Inclusion Award. This award, which is given annually at this event, is intended to serve as a tangible expression of our institution's 6 core values that emanate from Rabbi Krauskopf's teachings and written works, particularly those that call upon us to respect all people and to value the world of ideas and differences. This award celebrates members of the Del Val community who have demonstrated a commitment to foster an inclusive environment that supports all stakeholders and promotes their sense of belonging. Students, faculty, staff, and organizational units across campus are eligible for consideration, and the number of nominations received this year from across campus was gratifying. This year's recipient represents a deep and strong commitment to the principles upon which this award was created and to respecting the dignity and essence of all people. Her nominators wrote, "Over the last several semesters, she has been president of the Gay, Lesbian, or Whatever, also known as Glow Club, and has made it her mission to personally support and uplift as many community members as possible." Another said she's taken GLOW from a symbol on campus to an organization that students are excited to keep alive and to use to grow a diverse community. And a last nominator said, "I was nervous about joining because I didn't know anyone, but she has gone out of her way to make sure I felt included and that I belonged." For everything she does to model and advance the principles for which this award stands, I am happy and honored to recognize Trinity Gomez with this year's Champion of Diversity and Inclusion Award. I'm now pleased to invite Mr. Bob Connolly, Associate Vice President for Human Resources, to present the Staff Member of the Year Award.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. The John Herbst Award was really created many years ago when it was named after John Herbst, who was a beloved member of the staff. He was commonly known as the kindest, gentlest man on campus. And if you walk down by Lake Archer, you can see a sign dedicated to John. So we celebrate and honor a staff member today. The process works like this, a little bit different. The staff, faculty nominate and send letters of recommendation for a colleague, typically a staff member, and then we vote on the award. So we had about 150 staff and faculty members vote on that, which is a great turnout. To be honored and nominated is an honor in itself, and we had 6, really great candidates. And if you were to read the accolades, you would just think they should all be winners. But today, we do have a great winner and somebody who's been with us for quite a while. So I'm going to brag on him a little bit. So it's my honor to present to you Dr. Andrew Moyer, who's this year's Staff Member of the Year Award. Let me brag on you though, Andrew. So I have to brag on Andrew a little bit, right? So in terms of working through. So Andrew's been with us since 2011, graduate of Millersville University, University of South Carolina, and his career just bleeds student involvement, student experience. He just loves it, and you can tell by his experiences, especially here at Del Val. Joined us in 2011 as a coordinator for staff involvement, was promoted to an associate dean, and then ultimately promoted to the dean of student success and engagement in March of 2023. And then, if that's not enough, Andrew received his doctorate last year. So Dr. Andrew Moyer is now proud alumni of Del Val as well. 2024, which we kind of look at the staff member, what have they done lately? And Andrew's 2024 to date has been really busy. Gloria expanded Andrew's role to include student persistence, progression, and completion. That was part of his role, but he took it in a much bigger, and I'll tell you by some of his accomplishments, how he's taken it to another level. Andrew leads critical functions at Del Val to include orientation, Del Val 1 and 2, Center for Student Professional Development, academic advising, student organizations. So I'm sure I'm missing a couple things, Andrew, because everyone knows Andrew, loves Andrew. Andrew knows everyone. You can walk into an office and he'll point out at everybody and just, a great member of the staff. So some of the accolades that came through with the award I'd like to share with you. Andrew's one of the most organized and welcoming individuals on our campus. He is a fantastic supervisor who takes time for his team, reflecting his commitment to fostering a supportive and collaborative work environment. Andrew's a staff member who truly embodies the word community at Del Val. He is known as the ultimate source for both staff and students, making himself available to everyone on campus. Andrew is referenced as a role model by early and career leaders at Del Val. Andrew is a cornerstone of the Del Val community. He constantly goes above and beyond to ensure student success, serving as a mentor to students, staff, and colleagues alike. His institutional knowledge and experience are vital to the success of critical university programs. I spoke to a former colleague who describes Andrew as a relationship guy who really he just gets stuff done. He's able to rally different constituencies from across the campus community and lead projects to fruition. So I present to you Andrew Moyer, Staff Member of the Year. I now bring Gloria back to the podium.
Before I move on and present the next award, I wanted to go backwards for a minute, so please indulge me. We had just presented the Graduate Scholar Award to Dr. Michelle Myrna Burkholder, and given the criteria and what that took, I wanted to make sure that you all heard about what she has done and for why we are giving her the award. So please indulge me, Dr. Burkholder, because I think it's important for the audience to hear that. Dr. Burkholder is the embodiment of what it means to be a lifelong learner and an educational leader committed to continuous growth, not only for herself, but for those she serves in her role as Assistant Superintendent and Director of Elementary Education in the Neshaminy School District. Throughout her doctoral journey, she approached every aspect of her work with unwavering dedication and intellectual curiosity. She consistently demonstrated the ability to reflect deeply on complex educational challenges, ask thoughtful questions, support her peers with humility and grace. Her commitment to excellence extended far beyond her academic performance. She showed an unrelenting pursuit of personal growth, professional impact, and scholarly integrity. What truly distinguishes Michelle, however, is her interdisciplinary thinking and the powerful lens with which she conducted her dissertation research. In her study titled, the Kaleidoscope Career Model Parameters Evidenced in Career Decision-Making Process of Female Cabinet-Level Administrators in Pennsylvania. It's a dissertation, it's meant to be a mouthful. She tackled a critical and nationally relevant issue, the persistent underrepresentation of women in superintendent roles. Rather than taking a conventional approach, Michelle applied a career model from the corporate world to explore the personal and professional decisions of women poised for top leadership, but who have not yet stepped into that role. With thoughtful inquiry and careful ethical research, she sought understanding, not blame, curiosity, not criticism. Her work has not only expanded the conversation around gender and leadership in education, but also serves as a roadmap for how scholarly insight can drive meaningful change. Dr. Burkholder, your work has inspired your peers, advanced the profession, and it was truly our honor to recognize you as our graduate scholar. Thank you again. I now have the pleasure of announcing the Distinguished Faculty Member Award. The Distinguished Faculty Member Award is the most prestigious faculty award at Delaware Valley University. Members of the faculty nominate deserving colleagues for the award in recognition of outstanding performance. The three criteria are teaching excellence, engagement with students, and contributions to the university community both on and off campus. Nominees are then asked to present portfolios which include a philosophy of teaching, professional achievements, and testimonials from students, alumni, and fellow colleagues. It is my pleasure to announce and acknowledge the 2025 recipient of the Distinguished Faculty Member Award, Dr. Doug Lindy. Doug, I'm going to ask you to stay in your seat. I'm going to ask you to stay in your seat and bask in it and let me brag on you and then come up, all right? So on the criteria of teaching excellence, colleagues describe Doug as a dedicated and wonderful professor committed to providing hands-on experiences to enhance their learning. On engagement with students, Doug is dedicated to mentoring and advising students in the turf management major. He takes advising very seriously, so much so that students who are not his advisees will often seek him out. Doug coaches the men's golf team and maintains communication with alums and all his alums and helps current students find internships and jobs at both golf courses and sports fields where alums are working. Non-majors who take his course consistently refer to his energy and innovative teaching style. Doug is an active faculty member. I'm serving on the Promotion and Tenure Committee, just finishing up on that. He's an active ambassador for DelVal and the TURF program, and his activities and commitment have contributed to growth and awareness of the major. He facilitates a TURF research program, is a well-known and sought-after consultant and speaker doing webcasts and radio interviews on various platforms. He sends out a twice-yearly Friends of TURF newsletter to alumni of his program and colleagues he has worked with, keeping them apprised of the research he is doing, as well as student activities. Now, I didn't plan this because you did a session earlier today about how you engage students. And these remarks were prepared from the portfolios. I pulled the amazing aspects that people, your colleagues and your students have shared about you, and I pulled out the ones that stuck with me. And then listened to your presentation about how you work to engage students and showed picture after picture, and I thought, wow, what an alignment. So there you were saying these are the things you do, and it wasn't you just now presented and telling us you do these things. I have testimonials from the students to back it up. So in other words, you're legit, which is great. So these are direct quotes from students. Doc Lindy inspires students to realize their highest potential by effective facilitation of an engaged learning environment by providing us with the knowledge, materials, and experiences to get to the level we want to be at as students. These critical thinking and problem-solving skills will be extremely useful in my future career. Dr. Lindy cares deeply about his students. He is kind, understanding, and relatable. He passes down the lessons that he has learned, which allows students to apply this knowledge to their careers and learn from his mistakes. Dr. Lindy will go visit students at their internships on his time off in the summer. This is the first professor that I have had who cares this greatly and is this invested in students. Dr. Lindy makes time to visit past alumni at their current place of employment, emphasizing that he does not only care about current students, but that he cares about his past students as well. In my internships, I've worked with some alumni from DelVal, and one of the first questions they always ask me is, how is Doc doing? This shows me the lasting impression and value that he has imprinted on his students. And finally, there's no other professor or teacher that I've had that has had the same impact that Doc Lindy has had on my life, career, and future goals. The passion that he has for his career has inspired me and all of us as students to follow his passion and get to the place that we want to be. I do not think I would have even come to Del Val without Doug Lindy. So, Doug, again, I am so pleased, and it's my privilege to name you as our distinguished faculty member this year. Please come. We will now transition to the Presidential Scholar Award, which is given to the graduating senior with the highest cumulative grade point average. This year, there are 6 students who achieved this honor. Again, that's just amazing. I don't know if Jim's in the room. We keep going out, and we want to keep going out, with the digits to see, let's keep going out, let's keep going out, let's keep pushing that decimal if we can actually find a winner. And that's a good problem. So if we have 6, I am more than happy that we're able to have all 6 of these students. So I'm going to read their names, and then I'm going to invite each one, as your name is called, to the stage. Smith Easton. Amelia Hawks. Sierra Ribka. Sierra's not here. All right, we'll honor her. Caitlin Schwartz. Carissa Turk. And I don't see Carissa as well. Nope. Brooke Wolfinger. And for our final award of this afternoon's ceremony, each year we recognize an outstanding member of the senior class with the Founders Award. The award is given to a student who has demonstrated leadership ability, serving as a role model for their peers as they represent the core values and the real essence of a Del Val education. Our finalists this year are among the most talented students on our campus. Among them, I've had the privilege to know some of them personally and watch their growth and development throughout their time at Del Val. I'd like to first thank the members of the community who took the time to nominate these students and recognize their contributions. I also want to thank the selection committee as we all work together to review all the documents and who also made time to interview the finalists. Collectively, our finalists overcame challenges and rose to leadership as RAs, mentors, student government leaders, club leaders. They participated in leadership, served on committees, established new traditions on campus. Among them are those who are proud to be the first to graduate college in their family. They opened themselves up to new experiences like traveling to another country for the first time through the place studies opportunity. They overcame academic and financial challenges to achieve their goals. During the interview process, one of the questions we asked them, and my favorite question, is how is your senior self different from your freshman self? Our finalists spoke of finding their voice, learning to advocate for themselves, overcoming their anxieties. The senior self had discovered that they didn't have to succumb to the limitations that society tried to place on them. They stopped being afraid to ask for help, and they experienced what it feels like to be empowered. The more we listened, the more apparent it became that this would not be an easy task. We were inspired and tremendously proud of each of our finalists. I will list all of them, and then I will announce our Founders Award recipient. Among our finalists were Emma Gargiulo, Gregory Gipe, Amelia Hawks, and Gabriela Rodriguez. It is my pleasure this year to announce the winner of the Founders Day Award, Emma Gargiulo. This brings us to the conclusion of the 2025 Day of Scholarship and Founders Day ceremony. Congratulations to all our award recipients, and I want to thank every member of the Professional Development Committee, the Day of Scholarship Planning Committee, and all the staff across all the various offices and units that worked so hard to make this day happen. I personally want to thank each and every one of you. Truly appreciate all your efforts in making this a successful day. To our students, congratulations on your achievements. But remember, we're not done. Graduation is 23 days away. How many days? I'm going to say it one more time for those in the back. 23. So whatever achievement you were recognized for today, it took dedication, commitment, passion, and a desire to have a positive impact. So now I want you to take all that passion, all that dedication, all that commitment, bottle it up, seal it, wrap yourself in it, whatever you have to do, that's legit, to get over the next few weeks and get to the finish line. If you need help, shout, scream, we are here for you. And that is the essence of community. And that's what we've been doing all day. We will continue doing that on your behalf because you, all of our students, you are why we are all here. You are why we all get to be here. So reach out if you need that help, and we will come alongside you and help get you to that finish line. In the meantime, I invite you to the lobby for refreshments and a slice of our 10-year anniversary as a university cake. Thank you all so much for coming, and happy Founders Day.
A quick reminder to our university scholars to stop by the table on your way out to grab your certificate. Congratulations, everyone.